In the previous video, we have seen some of the basic concepts about the DAX, DAX syntax, DAX operators, and various things that can be helpful to start understanding or start learning DAX. And this is the official website of Microsoft where we can find more details about the DAX. You can see DAX functions, statements, operators, queries, many things which we can learn from our own as well. In this video, I'm going to explain you practically about the calendar functions. You can see in the DAX functions, we have this DAX function is having this date and time functions, which is one important thing, which is very much needed for us. And if you go to this calendar function, you can see this calendar function is one thing which can return a single column with the name date. That means we can create any table for the start date and end date. That is what the syntax is. You can see this syntax, and they have given one example as well how to do this. The calendar date of, like, starting date is 2005 1st of January to 2015 December 31st. So this is the start date and end date given, and for these 10 years the calendar will be created. And this is very much required when we work on real-time projects as well. We need to create such calendars where we need to create the calendars first, then we need to get the quarter, then month or year as well, so as a separate column, and that can be useful in our project. So let's see how to do this. Now I'm in the separate project. The link for this project is available in the video description, where you can download this project and you can practice along with me as well. We are not going to do anything with this table. We are in the data view and we will directly just create a new table here because we wanted to create one calendar. Let's give a name as a date, and as it is given, we can give the calendar. As soon as you type the first few characters of the function, it shows up. That is very useful, means in case if you are not remembering any functions, we can try out this option. Then you can see it is auto suggesting the calendar what is the first value as a parameter, which is start date, and the second is end date. So it just highlights. Let's mention start date. So we need to specify the date function. In the date function we need to specify, let's say I wanted to start with 1990, and month is 1st of January only, as a day as well, and then just semicolon. After that you can see end date is highlighted here with the underline. Now we need to specify the end date as well. So again, give the date function, and again specify year. Let's say means we wanted to have a 2020, then month we wanted to have December, and day is 31st. Just close this second bracket as well for this calendar function and just hit enter. When we hit enter, you can see the date is created now. The date format is taken as default, means whatever the tool is suggesting. And if you wanted to change the date format in a different way as well, like, then you can just select this column, and you can see this data type is, again we can change it to just date or just time or just text. It depends upon our requirement. Then there is a format as well, means in which format if you wanted to display. Maybe there are various formats like date with time, short time, long time, then short date, long date. That kind of format has been given, and it depends upon means our requirement or our business how it want to display the date. Let's see this. Select one of these date. Now you can see this is how the data looks now. Now the other thing I wanted to show you, that means when we create this date, we can create other columns which can give us quarter or month or just year out of this date. So how to do that? Just create a new column here, and we can mention as this is a quarter. Now when we specify date, like just type date or something, like you can see our date column which is there, which is also showing up here. Now this we can take directly, or there is another way. Just give a square bracket and it will show the columns which are available, and then just give a dot. This is very useful when, because most of the time we don't remember all these functions. So Power BI suggests this all these things. Just click on this and just select year, quarter here from this. There are other options like we can extract day, we can extract just month number or quarter number or just a year. So this way we can do as per requirement, we can create separate columns and get all these things. So just select quarter and hit enter. Now you can see this is showing the quarter one, and you can see all the values for quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four as well from here, and it all depends upon in which quarter this particular date is falling. So this way we can do that, and the similar way we can just extract the year as well, by just mentioning the year in here after this date column. So this is what how we can do this. I hope this is useful for you. In the next videos, we will see some more practical DAX related examples. And if you have any questions or comments, please do let me know in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you for watching.